Hi, in this video I want to talk to you about point light source, or the main light within the picture. In the studio environment, placing the main light and the filling lights is an easy task to complete. But when we're out in the real world, such as this church interior that I took a few weeks back, or in the landscape, we have no control over the lighting. We simply get what's there and then try and edit the picture in post-processing. In the darkroom, a technique used called vignette, where we darken the four corners of the picture to give a certain depth to the image to draw you in, and then you would use a burn technique. For the vignette it would be a dodge. But to create the light source, we'd use a burn technique to brighten an area of the picture to draw the eye to that area. Naturally, the human eye is drawn to the brightest part of any subject, so it follows that that happens even when viewing a photograph. The tool that I'm going to show you to create these effects is I'm going to go to Filter menu, Nik Software, and use Color Efex Pro 4. And within this software is a section called Darken, Light and Center. The dialog goes up with the controls at this side and the right hand side. The top slider controls the intensity of the light, the point light source. The middle slider controls the intensity of the darker areas, or the vignette, and obviously the center size makes the center smaller or larger. So let's create this lighting effect to give it a point light source. And you click on with this software, you click on the place center. I say we placed it dead in the center of the picture there. Maybe increase the luminosity and darken down the edges. And straight away you can see by using this technique how the picture has a different feel and mood to it. We're naturally drawn down the aisle to the main stained glass window. Let's create another effect. If we wanted to make it look like the main light source was coming through this right hand side window onto this wall, again we just click the place center button and place it round about there. We can reduce the intensity and then maybe open the border luminosity, and it gives the impression that the main light source is coming from the right hand side. That's before and that's after. If I place the center to the bottom of the picture, it gives emphasis to the bottom third, to the pews and the aisle leading up to the main altar. And you've got fine adjustment of the place center by just trying different areas to place it in. And again you can see it's altered the feel and the mood of this picture. If we wanted to make it look like the main window is casting light onto the roof structure, we can simply click on that and the emphasis is now given to the roof area. So by now I think you can see the principle of using this type of effect. So in practice, this is how I work. I would select my point light source, say I'm going to place it on the main window. I click brush, the brush option to open in Photoshop. This automatically creates a mask so I can paint in and out on the effect. You know when the mask is fully painted out by running the brush over the picture, not missing anywhere, and then the mask will turn completely white. We can see now that the effect that I just applied in Nik Software has been applied. That's a before and then after. One thing you have to watch, I'll just increase the opacity of the brush, it wasn't fully on. Right, there we go, the mask is fully white now. If I click on and off now, you can see the effect that I've created. One thing we have to be careful of is when using this method, that when we click the center, you can, if without care, tend to destroy the delicate highlights, and you can also block up the shadows at the four corners where the border luminosity has been applied. So let's have a look at this image and do a before and after. That's with the effect on, that's with it off. Still retain detail, there's no block in there, so that's fine. If we check the bottom, that's before the effect, that's after, and that looks fine. I'm happy with that. Let's go to the actual window itself, just zoom in a little bit on that. Click the before and the after. I think it's the point light source was directly on that, and I think it's just affected the highlights too much. So I'm going to reduce the opacity down to about 50%, around about 50%, and paint in just to bring those highlights back slightly. So I'll just paint those in. Sorry, to paint those in, you've changed your foreground colour to black. Just paint those in. Bring that detail back slightly on that window. If I feel it's not done enough, I can increase the opacity and give it another brush over. If we just zoom out a little bit, there we go, that's better. It's not I brought that highlight detail back to that glazed main window, and then if we zoom out, we can see the before and after. I think you'll agree that with the before and state previews, that's before and that's after, that by moving the main light source to different parts within a picture, and this can be interiors or landscapes outside, so I think you'll agree by looking at this picture, this is the before and this is the after. By placing the main light source or the point light source into a different part of the picture, we can create a different feel and mood. So the next time you take an interior photograph or even in the landscape, try this time-honoured way of altering a picture simply by moving the main light source to different areas within the picture, and to create a mood and a feel that you felt at that time when you took the picture. Okay, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.